But irony of that too is like the real buyers of hip hop are like white people. You're not a hit until they streaming your music. Problem I see, producers don't know how to work the room. Like you can send beats all day, you can send emails all day, but if you in that studio and you a fucking weirdo, niggas is not gonna wanna work with you.
Fuck TB. First of all, I'm tweaking out.
Gotta respect the streets, my nigga. Like the loop make won't do no work, but wanna get half the split.
I heard that, right? Welcome back to another episode of the podcast, man. So listen, had to switch it up on y'all. Last week we had, Ivory Scott. We had a songwriter, but this week had to put a manager on here. So we got my boy Verse. What's up with you?
Yes, man. Appreciate it. It's a blessing to be here, man. I love y'all podcast.
Appreciate that. And we got JB in the cut. You already know.
That's good.
So, I mean, let's go ahead and start it off. If you don't know who Verse is, man, this is a well-known manager. He managed ChiChi, a lot of other producers. He managed my boy Ryan, Spider. Just a whole bunch of people. Got his own clothing brand. Just a businessman, you feel me? So, I don't know. How do we want to start? You want to start off with the Grammys? You want to start off with that hard-ass hoodie? What we doing?
Let's start with the Grammys.
With the Grammys? So, let's talk about that. How was that experience?
Oh, man, that was a blessing. It was eye-opening to be nominated, like 2 nominations. And to be on the red carpet and be around that energy and the vibes it really changed my life. It gave me like a purpose, like, okay, I'm headed in the right direction. Cause it ain't easy, but like once you see like the rewards from what you've been working on, it's like, dang, it like hits you different. So it was just a blessing that ChiChi got nominated. So thankful for like Walter Jones and her. We got nominated with her album. So it's amazing. We did a song "Find a Way" with Lil Baby, Lil Durk, and her. That what got it nominated. So
I think my boy James was on this.
Yeah, James Maddox was on it too.
Shout out to James, man.
Shout out to Melita. Yeah, they were on that. He did the loop on that.
Yeah. So shout out to them boys. So let's talk about that right there. That shit hard, man.
Oh yeah, this Catastrophe. You feel me? This just a sample too. We got more on the way. You know, it's like just shout out to all the the Black Queens. You know, Lauryn Hill, Erykah Badu, TLC, Aaliyah. You feel me? So it's like. Everybody be fucking with it, but it's next level shit. You know, it's all about ownership. Like if you a producer, if you a businessman, if you a company, you gotta have merch. Like that's just ain't no way around. You gotta be plugged in because your fans gonna buy that shit. So like me and ChiChi, we tapped in. We got a designer. You know, my boy Wi-Fi. He stitched it together. You know, sold it. So it's like we just trying to build a brand, a face behind the brand.
That shit hard. You ain't pull up with nothing though, bro.
I know. This the only shit. I ain't gonna lie, this is a sample. Like, I just wanted to see what niggas was fucking with him. Like, nigga, I'm in LA walking on the Melrose District. Folks asking me for the shit. So I'm like, damn, this gotta be something then. Like, if I'm on Melrose and y'all niggas want my shit, that just gave me motivation, a whole nother level. So, and I appreciate y'all, like, asking about it. But the brand is Catastrophe. It's also a production company. We have about 10 producers signed to us. You know, we trying to just change the game.
Being a manager, bro, I know you see
Man, how y'all feeling though, man? Fuck that. How y'all feeling? I know people.
I'm feeling good. You know what I'm saying?
I'm straight. I'm all right. You feel me?
I love y'all energy, bro. Like, just y'all come to work ready. We need more of that in the game. Like, if y'all had y'all work ethic on like some management side, oh man.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm on for sure.
Y'all on some real exec shit, man.
I be feeling like my work ethic trash, man.
For real?
I be feeling like this. How I felt. I moved in Atlanta in May. I felt like I've been handing a lot of opportunities, and I just let that shit like just walk past a nigga. You feel me? That's how I be telling my bros.
Nah, you don't gotta think like that, cause you probably a perfectionist. You know, you hard on yourself. Feel me? Everything happened for a reason. So like, that opportunity might have been down the goddamn rabbit hole. So it's like, everything happened for a reason. That's how I look at shit.
The energy got to be right though. Like Ivory Scott said in the last interview, he said, "Bro, if we not coming to work and we really turned and really feeling ourselves, we don't need to be in the room." Who's Hitmaker? He said Hitmaker said that. If we ain't really catching the vibe for real,
Nah, real
we
talk.
ain't working.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, for sure. Cause that's the thing. It's not even about you. Like, most people on the team, you feel me? Like, you're a representation of your people. So if you come in there bullshitting, then that's gonna correlate to your other people, they bullshitting. And then you gotta look at it like even Ray Daniels said, like, they're one of my mentors. He was like, every day I go home and think about, damn, how the hell I'm gonna pay my employees? Like, if I don't go hard, somebody not eating today. So it's like when you have that accountability where it's not about yourself, that motivation hit different. You feel me?
A lot of people need to hear that shit, bro. Like, we in the era right now where it's kind of like everybody want to be a boss. Everybody want to be the boss, but they don't want to pay that cost. You know, they don't want to be sacrificial. You know what I'm saying?
Now, to be the boss is like, first you gotta be a student and a leader. Like you just not born a man, you a baby first. So it's like, it's baby steps to everything. You just don't go platinum on your first. I mean, it rarely happen, but that it don't happen like that. Like you just gotta keep grinding. It's a marathon day by day. Just trying to figure out and it's all about purpose too. Like you gotta let your spirit lead. You can't just go in the studio. Yeah, we may have like a writer camp. Like was at 300 writer camp yesterday, and they got like specific sounds they want. But it's like you can be strategic with your sounds, but your spirit gotta produce those sounds. You feel me? You can't go in there forcing shit. Like we're not in music to be forced. You know, that's why we creatives. Like we want to be free.
So I can tell like you big on energy before the
Oh, that's
interview
all
started.
I do.
That's what you asked me, was like, how your energy feeling? You feel
Yeah,
me?
I've been to see how people heads is, because mental health real. Like, no, and I'm not saying you, for example, but for example, you seem like a happy guy, go lucky, real focused. But real shit though. Real shit though. But like, no offense though, but them type of niggas be depressed too, and go home and be sad. Like, so I pay attention to that. Like, who quiet in the room, who faking happy. Cause we all humans, like we all fucked up in some way. Nobody want to admit it. So it's like, that's why we're creators, cause we get to show it fucked up. We get to release. Nobody want to be bars down and shit. So it's like, that's why I'm big on energy, because that tell a lot about your spirit, and like, and I pray for that. I'm big on prayer. That's how I'm here. Like I did not want to be on no music shit, but keep calling me. Like, cause I'm a networker. I love networking. Like for the last 5 years, every person I meet, but let me get your Instagram on game. Every person. Go to any studio. That's why I follow. It's crazy. It ain't that big of a deal because I'm a manager, but I follow like 7,000 people. So 7,000 people like follow me, like that I know. Cause now I'm not following you unless you follow me back type shit. But so I could hit everywhere I go, any city. Like I was in Colorado, pull up with my boy Dilly. And they talking about I'm linking up with niggas in Colorado. That's the power of like social media on the phone and Instagram. Like we connected to everybody. So is you really using this for good, or you bullshitting? Cause there's some bullshit on here too, you know what I'm saying? So I be trying to tell producers, stay focused, cause like this your livelihood. You could feed your kids for the rest of their lives, they kids. You know, you make a hit record, you eating for the rest of your life.
Just hearing what you saying, I be on the same way, but it be rare, cause we really care about, you know what I'm saying, with your spirit and other people's spirit, and you can really see the flaws and shit like that.
Yeah, you can.
It make you really want to think for everybody and do the right thing and make sure everybody right. But it's like, I feel like that when it comes to being successful, and everybody, when they come on the podcast and say, hey, genuine relationships, people really think that's like, hey, let me send you a beat, hey, let's work. Like just saying stuff and not using their actions. Like when you use your actions is way bigger. So I feel like what you coming with is like, that's what creates success around you, because you actually care. Like, hey,
right,
this is my goal,
right.
this is what we're trying to do.
Right.
You
And
know
I'm play sports my whole life, so I be having free game. Like I just take what sport. Like, I play college football too, where it's like a business. So it's like I take what I learned from that and apply it, like having a game plan, having a strategy, having a goal, having a team, knowing your team. Like y'all could look at y'all and you could tell y'all close as fuck. You don't even gotta. I only know y'all sitting in the room 10 minutes, but it's like you got a relationship. Like, hey, my boy call you, you're not gonna let him down. He call you, you know it's important. You got some calls, right? That person called, nigga, you not answering the phone. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
like you gonna ignore that bitch. But one of your niggas call, you'll be sleep. But you answering that bitch. Like, that's the type of nigga I want on my team. When you call me, I'm gonna answer. You feel me? Cause if you really fuck with somebody, nigga, you gonna answer the phone. You know what I'm saying? So I know that. I pay attention to that. Like, who answering my calls, who responding to me, who giving me time, cause that really show how much value you had to that person. So it's like, that's a little gem too.
So I mean, y'all see how this podcast finna go, man. You really finna get into it. But let's go back, you know what I'm saying? Let's get the background story. So I know you play football, full scholarship. You got a degree. You got a degree in what, two things? Theater and psychology?
Yeah.
And then on top of that, your
How
family.
the hell you find out all that?
On,
You do research.
You got some DJ Vlad shit right now.
I know.
No. It's some stuff out there, yeah. That's hard.
Yeah, talk about the background. You'll come up.
No, so I've always been a dreamer and freedom. Like, I always felt like we could do anything. So I like theater. I like to be performing arts. I like to be free. Like, I studied scripts, film, and music. Like, I just wanted to be an actor. And I met ChiChi in school, you feel me? And he was playing football. Like, he could have went to the league, but it just ain't work out. I swear to God, like, this nigga is so talented. Like, this nigga can dance. He funny. He got great conversation. Like, one of the best football players. I'm like, bruh, why the hell you I swear, I'll be smoking, right? And I'm from Atlanta, like real Atlanta. So I grew up on Thug, Gunna, Lil Baby, Lucci, you feel me, Future. Like, I grew up on that. Like, that's all I listened to before I even wanted to be in music. So I talked to ChiChi, like, bro, you need to do that shit. So we listen to Weezy and Gunna, and I'm like, you hear that shit in the background? Like, what the fuck is that? I'm like, how the hell you? I was like, ChiChi, boy, you could do that. And then this nigga started making beats, blew up in 2 years, made YouTube type beats for like Rilo. And no, he was like one of the connoisseurs, pioneers of that wave of type beats. And ChiChi, he got 200, 300,000 views on YouTube and blew up on there. And then one of the, he just got locked in with one of the camps, one of the babies camp, and eventually got the baby, and then he took off. But ChiChi was working 18, 20, 19-hour days. Like, I'm watching it. Like, I had a gold, my family van. Like, I used to have to drive, because I ain't had no car then. Like, a gold, big-ass old van. I used to go drive 2 hours just to watch him make beats. Like, that's how much I believed in him. So, like, you got to have somebody on your team who really believe in you, or you're going to feel like you burning out.
When you was in college, was it like a situation where you was struggling and like balancing time?
What you mean by struggling?
Like stressed out because you gotta focus on this music shit and
Nah,
go to school?
Bro, I went to the studio for 3 years from 2017 to 2019, 20, 2016, something like that, 2019. I literally go to the studio. Like, now I look back at it, like, it's cool, but I did it wrong. Because I should have been focused on my schoolwork and my football shit. But it's like in life, when you focus on something got to give. Everything can't get all your time. Something's going to be missed out. So it's like, okay, what are my priorities? What am I doing? Naturally, some told me I need to drive 3 hours every weekend and go to the studio. I was being an intern at Treble Clef Studios. That's where, like, YF and Lucci. So I used to be a runner, like, first and last time being a runner, like getting niggas food, cleaning the trash. I'm like, fuck, I can't do this shit.
Take a trip to Mama's and shit.
Like, JR Crickets, like, I already know I got this nigga Lucci some lemon pepper wings. I'm like, taking this nigga trash. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing this shit? But it was fun, though, because I looked up to Lucci, like, grew up on documentary, like, that was my shit that got me through college. So I was like, damn. And then one time, I'm cool with Thug Sisters, right? And then they invited me to the studio. This was like before I was even managing. And I seen Thug in the studio, like, they introduced me to Thug. I was like, damn, that's Thug. How the hell I'm in the studio with Young Thug? I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? And then eventually, like, one day at the studio, Treble Clef, I met Matt Tassick, which is Baby Engineer. ChiChi locked in with him. And then, like, shit, the rest is history. We still just getting started, though.
At this time, you had a relationship with Ola Rent too, right?
Yeah, so Ola, that my boy. Like, we grew up together. Like, and like Glenwood, I played football with him in like 4th grade. That boy was a hitter. And so, like, I guess he's seeing in me, people seeing me something I ain't seeing myself, which is, I feel like my purpose and my gift is to connect with people and figure out like what you want to do. Cause I'm a firm believer of, like, you put on this earth for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a gift that this world deserves to see. And that's why I'm a manager, because I feel like all my clients have a gift the world deserve to see. So Ola, you know, he blew up, signed with Cinematic Music Group with Johnny Shipes. That's one of my, like, mentors too. He taught me a lot. Like, I actually was working for his label for a minute. And he, like, just showed me the infrastructure of how a label's supposed to move, like meetings, being on top of everything, you know, making sure the artist is together, like scheduling, having a vision. So, like, that really helped me. Like, 'cause I took kind of his structure and brought to my company, because unfortunately Ola got locked up, and he gonna get out eventually. But that kind of put me on heart. You know what I'm saying? Cause, like, shit, we ain't had no motion. So I'm like, what the hell I'm finna do? So ChiChi was blowing up at the time. He just dropped his first song with Baby, Solid. Now he got like 10, 12 songs with Baby, and then ChiChi was like, man, just handle the business, and he blew up. Got #1s, and then he signed a deal with UNPG like last year, so that's dope. Now I'm just picking up producers, trying to help. But I mean, I'm not that type of manager. Like, yeah, we could just get you placements, but I'm a firm believer in the producer. A problem I see, producers don't know how to work the room. Like, you could send beats all day, you feel me? You could send emails all day, but if you in that studio and you a fucking weirdo, niggas is not gonna wanna work with you. You feel me? And that's why I feel like ChiChi has been able to go, because he acts like an artist. Like, he believes in his craft. He knows his assurance. self-insurance that I'm supposed to be in this room. It's a self-belonging. If you got self-esteem issues, like you acting shy and all this shit, you're not a star. If you a star for a reason, nigga, you gotta shine. So shine.
I'm gonna go back a little bit. That I ain't like this shit getting deep.
This shit deep. This is God's work. Like we all here with. I'm on some other shit, bro.
Look, I'm gonna go back a little bit. Let's talk about that transition of you being like a manager guy and you turning that into an actual company. Like you got employees right now?
Yeah. I got like 2 employees. Shout out to Shiv. He do like all my marketing, EPKs. Like he do. What I learned, when your problem is big, give it to somebody who is small. You feel me?
Hold on, say that one more time.
Say that one more time. When your problem is big, give it to someone who is small.
I heard that, right?
So I think I took that shit from Ray Daniels. Shout out to Ray Daniels. Like, I be watching interviews, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but he got a computer science degree. I don't give a fuck. I could study computer science for a year and still not be good code as some folks. So why the hell would I be doing that? That's the whole point of a company, is that you got to hire people who specialize in what they do. So now it's like 1 of me, now it's 3 of me, because it's still my company. So it's like, I learned, like, it's a team, my nigga. Like, you can't do this shit without a team. Even like Drake, or the biggest artists you got, the Drake, the Weeknds, the Babies, they got 200 people working for them. Some more than that. Like, this is a global game. And once you understand that, your mind shift. Because, like, people want to be a part of something, bro. That's why we here. Y'all got a culture.
So let me ask you this, to backtrack a little bit. When you're on to come up with ChiChi, like, what is your job as a manager like then?
So as ChiChi, what I did was try to just protect him from certain rooms. So when we were coming up together, I'll put him in certain rooms. I'm like, oh shit, he ain't like that. That didn't work out. Or, oh shit, he ain't work out. He ain't like that. So it's like protecting my client from a potential problem. So if I know he don't like this studio, he don't like this vibe, he don't like this engineer, he don't like this person, it's like, how do I prevent that and put him in the room where he around those type of people? But fortunately, like, ChiChi, like a grown ass man, bro. So he know how to move. Technically, he don't necessarily need a manager. Like, he just don't want to look at the paperwork and deal with the emails and following up to people. Like, that's where I come in. Whoever he meet, I'm getting in contact. So when he got to come back and meet him again, I already got them on speed dial. Like, hey, ChiChi in town, what we doing? ChiChi in town, what sessions we doing? What we doing? We work with writers in town, you feel me? What reference tracks we can send out? What labels looking for specific sounds? So it's like being strategic for him and just protecting what he want to manifest, or like facilitating his dreams.
You see yourself being a family man type shit?
Oh, no, yeah, you got, if you ain't got family, what you got?
Right.
Like, if you ain't got nobody that love you, bro, you gonna feel hopeless. Like, we all seeking love. Like, regardless, we all want to be a part of something. That's why niggas join gangs when they little. Niggas join book clubs. Niggas join sports teams. Niggas want to be a part of something bigger than them. Niggas would die for whatever they put they shit. Like, niggas would die for this shit. And that's what you gotta stand on. Like, I'm going to bat about this shit. Like, I literally go to sessions where I'm not invited to just to see if I could work the room. Like, I went to a Sweetie session. I don't ever said that. I got in that bitch because I was connected with the people at the front desk.
Yeah.
And they let me in that bitch because I act like I was supposed to be in that bitch. So, like, I like doing fun shit like that, like just going into sessions, and big sessions too, like high security, but when you know how to move in the room.
So let's talk about that definition, like working the room, like technically, like what is that?
So working the room is like being aware of your surroundings, knowing who in the room, so studying the game. So like, it's crazy, I ran into Kevin Lyles, right, in a meeting in Miami. But how would I have known that's Kevin Lyles if I ain't study him? You feel me? So it's like working the room is doing your research, knowing who I'm about to be in the room with, studying who gonna be in there, what they've done. So like, I learned like even from ChiChi, so every song I hear, I look it up, who the producer, who the writers. So it's like really it's like a game, like you gotta study this shit.
Yeah, study the game.
You gotta study the game, yeah.
That's big game right there, damn.
So going back to like networking, if you were a producer and just moved out here in 2022, like what's your move, what you doing?
So I feel like build your sound. Like, I always take the athletic route. Like when I was in like high school, right? The top players just focus on their craft, cause they gonna come to you. If you good enough, your talent is gonna make a wave for you. It's literally gonna make a lane. So I hate when people try, oh, I'm trying to work with Baby. I'm trying to work with Drake. I'm trying to work with Dirk. Nigga, everybody in the world trying to work with them. What's making yourself different? Find that new Drake, that new Baby, you feel me? That new Dirk. Or go to another genre, pop, Latin. It's more than just rap. That's why the game fucked up right now. Niggas making the same type beats, cause we going away from real music. Niggas is, no offense, but niggas is just making music out the computer. Like, where's the real sound? There was a point where they would only have to make one take in the like 60s, 70s, and if you fucked up, they would have to start it all over. So I'm saying, like, you know how much fucking focus that take? And that's going to the music, why that music lasting now. And like 75% of people are streaming older music because it's just real music. It's some fake, but a revolution coming on.
It's crazy. I feel like there's plenty of producers out here that's super fire that don't make ChiChi beats or they don't make Wheezy beats, but they don't have like somebody like you that's creating opportunities for them, answering the phone and putting them in rooms and shit. Like,
yeah, but you gotta work. Now you at a point now where you gotta be somebody to get to me. Like, I worked to that. Like, that's like honor. Like you just not finna take anybody. And cause it's energy too. Like, the more you give out, the more it's being drained. So everybody can't take your energy. Like, it's like having a whole bunch of girlfriends and shit. Like sleeping with a whole bunch of women. That shit cool at first, but then you start feeling like, oh man, you spreading yourself thin. You worrying about if you catching something, if you having a baby, and you worrying about all this and shit. So it's like, a lot of people can't have access to you. But if you own what I'm on, you gonna have access to me because you own what I'm on. Like, and that's what helped me, like 6, 7 months. I need to elevate. So what I did, I cut everybody off who wasn't on music. Real talk. So if you ain't on no music shit trying to help me, I'm not talking to you. So guess now what I'm happening? Now I have real friends in the industry that I could just call and just do something for me. Because one person could change your life. Like me, I met ChiChi, it changed my life forever. Like, now he's I'm seeing $1 million pub deals. I didn't know that existed. But now I'm like, oh, $1 million. They're doing 10 million. Niggas making 100 million. Niggas. Money don't even exist, my nigga. To be real with you, it's just a illusion to get you rap. But you need money to live. But nigga, we make money, nigga. And they get that shit from the tree, from what God gave you. So like, what is the real currency is time. Cause that's something you ain't never get back. Like, the richest man can't get time back. So it's like, I'm just one big on health and wealth and like mental like ability, making sure your mind right, making sure your spirit right. That's why I try to work out, I try to read the Bible. Just simple stuff to like propel me for the day. Cause I know with this music shit, some bullshit coming. But if I face some bullshit already, I know I could get through it, you know? And then having like brothers like you, y'all strong men. You're not gonna let him fail, you feel me? You're not gonna let him fail, or he really ain't your brother. Like, ChiChi, hey nigga, what the fuck you doing? Nigga, you representation of me. We ain't rocking like that. Like, somebody who ain't no yes man, you know what I'm saying? So like, you need that strong, and that goes back. I know I'm just buzzing, I'm just excited to be here, so I'm just blazing ideas, but let's go back to like, when niggas is little, right? A lot of folks don't have no father figures in our community. And you can feel that. So when a nigga like me come in, and I go into school, I do teaching too. Kids are literally drawn to me, because they don't have that. Most teachers are women. So it's like, if we could find a way, even y'all, we could go in these schools and develop this next talent, bro, we'll have a whole dynasty already there. It's already there, bro. But they don't have music schools. I mean, they do, but they don't have it how they got football. Like, you could just go to IMG Academy and shit. We need to have academy, a ProducerGrind Academy, where we teach you splits, the royalties, you feel me? The stems, like how to make sure your BMI set up, your sound exchange set up, your Harry Fox, your mechanical royalties, you feel me? Like, there's so much ways to get money. So it's like, just making sure, we educated.
Man, I feel like this shit cut deep into that. Like, school now, you learning about the fucking rocks and shit, nigga.
Some
You ever
bullshit.
took a financial class in high school, nigga?
yeah,
Y'all took financial class in high school? That's, you know what I'm saying? Niggas need to learn
like
that.
a
nigga.
microeconomics or something. Micro, you know what I'm saying?
It's a weird
Yeah,
shit,
but that
nigga.
they ain't gonna teach a nigga how to live in school. They ain't gonna teach you how to take care of yourself.
They're gonna teach you how to work for another man. That's why jails, hospitals, and schools all look the same.
For sure. I'm gonna ask you this, like, you could be as general as possible. A lot of producers and artists, of course, they invest into themselves. They have to, you know what I'm saying? But you also gotta live. The ambulance, if you get fucking hit by a car or something, you know what I'm saying? Everything called oxygen, your ass can't breathe.
Real shit. Niggas paying for oxygen now too,
Yeah.
right? And water. Like,
Yeah, everything. It all costs.
life costs. Not real talk. So
When you out here trying to hustle on this music and you taking everything that's supposed to be for you to breathe, you know what I'm saying? How would you say is the easiest way to stay on that money route. You know what I'm saying? Like in the first place, like and never forget that.
That's a great question, man. That's a great question. And it's subjective because I don't believe in working just to work. Like if I'm working, I gotta like it. Like there's no way I'm gonna be working. Like I've had a temp service job where I've been like a janitor or a bus boy or waiter. Like I had a job. Like all my jobs I got fired too. Cause like, why the fuck is we doing this? Like I'm challenging the boss. Like, nigga, one time I was folding envelopes like for BMW. Like, what am I doing? Like, so it's like, but I had to do that to eat. Like niggas gotta eat. So I'll say find something that's supportive to your dream. You gotta be strategic. Everybody ain't gotta know you trying to be. Cause I'm guessing this question for somebody who's trying to make beats, right? But it's kind of sidetracked because they got another job.
They got to take care of their life.
But the beauty of that, everybody has to do that. You're not special. Like everybody, if you really hard, you gonna figure out a way. So it's like that's a part of your process. And so now, like me, when I'm doing this shit 24/7, it means something now. Cause I remember when I had to wake up early in the morning, go work, and then go to the studio. I'm like, damn. Now I can go to the studio when I want. Like that's a blessing. Like y'all some bosses. Y'all can have an interview anytime y'all want. So it's like, but shit, niggas still be having to work though. So you can't knock a nigga for working. I never knock a nigga for working. But you gotta figure it out.
I feel like niggas gotta be more honest with themselves and know that we all gotta eat. You know, so we all got bills to pay and shit like that. I feel like sometimes it's like social media make that illusion where you think niggas ain't paying bills. Some nigga might have your shit might be $1,500 a month, $2,000. Some nigga shit might be $4,000. Some nigga might be paying
for
$10,000 a month for his bill. So you stressing. You know what I'm saying?
It's all different.
Some niggas' expenses is
for sure
10 times what you crying about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
right, and that's why I'm blessed to like have a foundation. My mom and dad sacrificed for me. You know, I never like that's big. Going back to your parents, that helps propel you too. So it's like I'm blessed to be around. Like my dad's a coach and my mom's a therapist. So it's like I'm right in my realm. I'm not even on no capture. Like been watching high school, college kids since I was 3. Been watching my mom take care. She worked with Atlanta Braves. That's why my real name Ryan, you feel me? And that mean king. So like whatever y'all like real name is, that is a spell. So whatever somebody calling you, my nigga, that's what somebody's telling you. Like, you smart. So your name means smart. You holy. Your names really be meaning shit like that, like smart, holy, divine. So like you gotta understand what you really mean. That's why my name Verse, cause of this shit like this. Somebody call me Verse, I'm always trying to preach. And like preaching could be lame, but it's like, somebody gotta hear this shit. Somebody gonna hear this shit and be like, damn. Like I already did another interview with my partner. They hit me like, damn, that shit hit me, bro. Damn, that shit hit me, bro. Like, this life shit real. Like my mom said before she left, you could be gone tomorrow, my nigga. What the fuck you mad complaining for? You feel me? Ain't nobody really give a fuck. You get this shit out the mud. Like, nobody give a fuck how you feeling. Go get this shit.
that's real shit.
No filter interview, man. So what would you say is the biggest like roadblock for producers right now?
I don't like niggas get paid too slow. Like, if people got paid what they deserve, it'll be less people working 9 to 5s. You'll get paid on. I'm still waiting to get paid on advances we did last year. We still waiting on royalties we did. So the labels, man, it's a system.
I feel you saying that though, cause a lot of producers sit here and be like, man, I'm getting hold of these big producers, goddamn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They get their business 5. It's not like that sometimes.
Man,
like,
bro,
get
niggas is
hold.
waiting. Everybody. This is the whole industry. Like, people be getting paid slow as fuck. But they want you to get paid slow as fuck, because then you're going to forget about it. Now the money's getting stacked up in the black box royalties, and the same money they giving out is going back to the niggas who's giving it to you. Going back to their 1%. And they spread it with them. So it's like, you know how many unclaimed royalties? It's like how the Music Monetization Act helped. So like if you have a song out before a certain time, you can still go collect that shit. But it's like people don't know that. And then you only got 3 years to register a song before it goes to the universe, back to them. So it's like, and there's so many ways to collect. Like you got your, people don't even know it's like 2 different sides of publishing, like the composition side and the sound recording side. composition side, underlying composition being the publishing and the sound recording being the master recording. So it's like those are two different royalties, right? People don't even understand that simple fact. That's why splits are 50% of pub. Then you naturally have a publisher. So if you don't have a publisher collecting for you, that's another 50% you could be collecting. And that's why I'm an advocate of, if you make the beat, right, and you're a writer, that's 75% right there. Now, that's why Russ and the Ryan Leslie's on here. I learned a lot from that interview. That's how them niggas could live. They don't got to make music the rest of their life because they own. It's all about ownership. That's why the label's paying you $1 million for your publishing. They know the power of it. $1 million, we're gonna make $5 million off this nigga while he's still trying to recoup.
I only heard, bro, that's crazy. I only heard 4 producers. Usually you might talk to somebody that said goddamn song trust or something. They might talk about the black box. But I only heard like 3 or 4 people in the industry talk about the black box. So that's
big.
You dropping, you know what I'm saying?
No, it's a whole game. It's deep, boy. Music shit deep. I'm telling you, we walking in something that's already a.
Yeah.
We gotta just play it.
Let's talk about like beginners, producers who's watching this and they just heard that. They were like, what the fuck he just said just there, you feel me? Because you just went in on the business. So let's talk about like 2 things. Like, I want to talk about like negotiation, but I want to talk about first is like, for a producer who gets a placement, we have random people out there in Australia, goddamn Canada, they get some shit.
Hard. I got a producer in London, Money Everett.
Shout out to him.
He got placements with Kodak Black, Polo G, Rich the Kid, Roddy Rich, NBA Youngboy, Pop Smoke. Like, this nigga is going crazy. But that's my producer I'm proud of. Like, my bad, I just had to throw that in there.
Shout out to him.
Money Everett.
Shout out to other dudes. Ryan hard too. I fuck with Ryan. Fuck with Spider.
Spider, building.
Yeah, for sure. I seen Spider grow for sure.
No, Spider hard, bro. And it's not like he got no crazy places, but people know him already because he got that. Bro, he got that energy. He a star. Like, I know stars, bro. Niggas a star. Spider a star.
Seen him at Matt Beat Battle.
Yeah, that's where we found him at.
For real?
Nigga, beat battles is where we gotta have more of that. We gotta have more.
On God.
We gotta make producers the artists. Like,
yeah.
Literally.
And that's where the producer community gotta come together. Cause we are like close, but we are separated too. But Atlanta, we close though. Niggas know everybody. Like, I know the Bricks the man. Has he been on here?
Yeah.
I know the fuck with Bricks, Twisted, Too Dope, you know, like TM88, they hard, ChiChi, Section 8. Like, I'm just Keith. I'm blessed to be a Murder Beats. I'm blessed to like be around producers, Jake Unos. It's like, I'm just blessed, man, to be learning. And I learn from everybody.
So for a producer that's, you know what I'm saying, just out the loop, he go on Instagram one day and see this song. He made the loop or he did something to the beat. He produced it. Like, what's the steps for beginners?
So first is contracting. Like, usually, this is how we work. I'm not really working with artists unless they with a label. Yeah, you may get paid slow, but at the end of the day, they take that contract seriously. Like, they take that contract as serious as you can take it. So if I say I have an advance for $10,000, I know they're gonna give it to me. But now this is the problem. Now if the song's now you saying if the song's already out. So when the song's already out, we gotta figure out, okay, when you go on Apple Music, right? When you go to the bottom of the album, what you gonna see?
You gonna see who published it.
Right. You gonna see who dropped it. So first I'll figure out who dropped it. And then, nigga, your beat just ain't get placed. Like, you know how it got on there. So we gotta figure out, nigga, what producer, if you a loop maker, a producer made a play. Yeah. So some producer is fucking your business up.
Yes, sir.
So that's one way.
You're speaking real.
And then you go find the artist, you contact his manager, but you gotta contact folks. And this is real game. I'm a manager, right? But my nigga, you better off having a fire-ass lawyer than a fire-ass manager. Cause a lawyer gonna get that paperwork straight.
They speaking real shit.
A manager, I just push buttons. I just be like, I follow up. But nigga, I can't write a contract and make sure everything is situated like it's supposed to. You feel me? Like, so it's like, that's why a lot of producers don't have managers. But if you're big, you need a manager. And if not, you need that lawyer. Fuck a manager. Get a lawyer who's hard. That money is worth it. You feel me? So that's why I say find you a lawyer who gonna get it. Cause at the end of the day, they don't pay your ass. You know, that's the beauty of copyright. It's like, you know, copyright is like a tangible medium in a form that could be like reproduction. So if someone is already having that song, you already entitled to black money, which is publishing. So it's like figuring out, how can I go collect it? How can I get my lawyer to go get that shit? Go hire a lawyer or take that shit down. Taking my shit down.
I got a
Real
question.
talk.
I got a question. But before I ask that question, I'm gonna say one thing. Like, when I started reading all about the music, what's it called? All about the music
but
business,
Donald
Donald
Passman.
Passman. That was like
I
the
read that
first
shit
thing
too.
they said.
I read that shit like 7 times.
He said the first person on your team is a lawyer. Before anybody, they said the first, and I'm talking about that's like at the beginning of the book type shit.
It's beginning.
So for the problems that be going on in this industry, I know niggas ain't reading. Cause that's the first thing. They said, hey, look for him first. But the question was that with these producers, any producer or artist get into bad business where they say, damn, why is this shit already out or anything like that? And when they take to social media, just quit like, oh, fuck them, blah, blah, or, you know what I'm saying? Or they jump straight to artists. Like, do you think, not saying do you think, but how could we solve the situation of the artist or the producer thinking that they're on that communication level to go at them on some shit that, like you said, the contracts was done.
Wait, what you mean?
published.
What you mean?
If I send him my loop, he lands the placement, and the business gets done, this shit get big rollout. You feel me?
Like the song is doing big.
Yeah, and but they do big business on it. He don't let me know. Nobody lets me know.
Oh, right.
So now
right.
my communication, I'm gonna be blackballed because fuck TB. First of all, you just hold me. I'm tweaking out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that manager, you know what I'm saying? That communication is everything.
Yeah.
You feel me?
But I feel like too, you can't ever say fuck nobody. Like you say fuck them in your heart, but like mentally you gotta act like you like them. That's a law of power. Like you can't offend the wrong person. So you gotta.
How do you go?
You gotta put a mask on.
Okay, so
like you gotta.
Do you
like,
think producers can handle business though?
You got to. If you ain't got no manager or lawyer, you gotta handle your business. Like
okay, what's the way to go?
You gotta talk to his ass like a man. Like what's up?
Hey, let's get to it though. Let's get to it. Let's get to the shit. Let's get to the
shit. All right, come on.
No, real talk. Like, man, you a respectable man. Ain't nobody gonna try your ass like that.
Right,
slap the shit out that nigga.
All right, bro. So I'm put you in this scenario, bro. We gonna bleep out names too, bro. Put you in this scenario. All right, so boom, project drop, right? Project drop. Oh, what's the song called?
Yeah.
Money Ever got 2 coming out too, by the way.
That's all.
Yes, sir.
So project come out, you know what I'm saying? Loop maker, he got them. We listening to the shit. He like, nigga, this my loop.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
I know. I've been through this shit.
The nigga said, this my loop. So he hit up the producer, right? The producer like, all right, fuck it, you know, we handle business. Now the producer done gave basically the rest of the percentage to the motherfucking manager. So now the loop maker only got 5% left.
Like,
so he in the position.
Talking about he giving some publishing?
Yeah, he gave some publishing.
Your piece.
So the only thing that's left is 5%. And basically the producer's saying, nigga, you only getting this 5%.
Look at the face. Look at the face.
What should he do, man? What's my young boy do, man?
A part of the game is like going through some fucked up shit. Like I lost out on like $200,000 because my business wasn't together. Like literally, like I didn't have an LLC and I ain't have my taxes together. I ain't know that. Like this shit a business, so you gotta be protected. So you gotta have like not your name but a business name. But the main thing with that, going back to the 5%, if that nigga really think you a hoe, I ain't gonna lie.
See, okay.
Like he trying you. Like that's personal. I'm telling you, like 5%, and you giving it to a manager who not even on the record. Like, but that's some bullshit. Like, we really doing business, but I'm the type of nigga, like, karma real. So I'm gonna work my ass off, and you gonna remember this shit, nigga. Like, that's why I don't ever be tripped. Like, I went up to, I ain't gonna say no names, a couple big-ass nigga managers, right? Year ago. They see me. I'm like, what's up? I'm gonna say, what's up, my nigga? They be like, oh, yeah, I'm on the phone. I'm just, a year later, oh, shit, you manage ChiChi. Oh, y'all doing y'all thing? I'm like, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's good to see you again, bro. That's love to lock in. Ain't no fuck feelings. It's about business. So it's like, cause you got that mindset, you can't, that's how niggas burn out. They worry about their feelings and shit. Like, nobody give a fuck about your feelings.
Okay. Come as a man. Hey.
Nobody care about your feelings, bro. Like, obviously your friends do, but we gonna whine.
Nigga taking the food off your plate don't care about how you feel about it. He already did it.
You get the power where you could goddamn control the contract. Cause the lawyer, when the song is dropped, the lawyer or the artist is reaching out to the producers.
So when they don't, that's just
That
that's
means they didn't
intention.
even tell you your name. And they didn't even, and then some big producers don't even tell the loop makers. So that could be a problem too. Like,
Sound like a lot of disrespect, but
yeah, it's some bullshit. It's some other shit in this industry. Like, but I'm blessed that I can understand it now, so I can maneuver. I didn't understand that two years ago. And a lot of people still don't understand that.
I feel like a lot of the shit start, not all of it, but most of it is really like the producer relationship, like the business being fucked up. You feel me? So like, I really want to get into like sample makers. Let's not sugarcoat, man. Everybody want to get placement, you know what I'm saying? Little baby placement. Everybody in ChiChi DMs. Hey, let me see your loops, bro.
Right.
Say, Sinead, let me see your loops, bro.
Let me show y'all something real quick.
OPF loops.
ChiChi, I got these 4PF loops, man.
But these my DMs from just today, right? This is just today. And these like people I fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Now look at all this. These are my requests. Niggas is hungry. Like, you supposed to do this. But like, ChiChi's finding a loop maker he want to work with, and he DM him. So that's why I say focus on your sound, because it's gonna come to you. People worry about, oh, how I'm gonna eat. God gonna make a way for you, bro, as long as your heart right, your spirit right, and you working. You made it this far, right? You ain't gonna lose, bro. Just have patience is big. Patience is a
That's
virtue.
a big ass gym, bro. Ain't gonna cut. A lot of time niggas be, okay, Lil Baby Hot's gonna make that Lil Baby shit whole time, but they already got the sound, the team. Why the fuck they need
And you know
bro?
what's crazy? 9 times 10, that beat a year, 2 years old.
No
Facts.
cap.
These niggas dropping old songs, my nigga. So they already got their project rolled out for the next 2 projects. Like, that's why I love listening like unreleased Gunna. Cause you go on his page, you know all these songs niggas make. You know how blessed it is to get a placement, how hard it is. So it's like, bruh. But you gotta get in that. It's sad, but like the matrix of the music of being in the loop, in the mix, in the loop. Cause it's like Murder Beast is gonna get placements just off him being Murder Beast. Take Keith gonna get placements, you feel me? Hitmaker gonna get, Hit Boy gonna get placements. London on the track. They just gonna get placements off who they are. KD, LeBron, Steph Curry, you know when they hit the court. But niggas is not built like that. How do you get to that level? Niggas been making beats 10 plus years, like. And ChiChi only been making beats like 3-4 years. So it's like, but he having 20-hour work days. So it's like 10,000 hour rule is real. What you do with your time, I'm gonna tell you who you are as a man. Feel me? What you consume is what you shit. So what you eating, my nigga?
How you feel about niggas like biting the sound, bro?
Man, shit, it's like, that's respect, I feel like. That's cool, because how hard you try to copy me, you still can't beat me. The harder you try to be ChiChi, you still not gonna be ChiChi.
See, I love these interviews when we could just get there.
That's why I want to come here
Inside
so
out.
bad. Like, that's why I want to come. I got some game. Like, this ain't no shit like that I just woke up one day. This has been years of like, nigga, I cried over this shit. I prayed. You feel me? I've been hurt. Like, the music's gonna take you through a whole roller coaster of emotions. But it's like, you gotta stay down.
I want to talk about the publishing deal. It's kind of like dive into that. Like, what are red flags in your publishing deal?
I feel like if they want to own the whole publishing, that's why I like that's why I like admin deals. So that take like 5, 10, 15%. Then a publishing deal may take like, it can still take anywhere from 20, 50. Then you got some niggas who take all your publishing, like some fucked up shit, 360 deals where they taking your publishing, your royalties, they taking everything. So it's like, that's why the lawyer is key. Like, manager can't read that shit. You need a lawyer. But if your lawyer bad, it's terrible. But we in a new age now where sometimes you better off not even having a deal. The whole reason you signing a deal is because you want the bag. Like, really, these labels, where I hear from these other producers, these niggas getting placements on their own. The label is not getting them placements. So it's like, but thankful for us, the placement label got us was our Grammy nomination. Shout out to Walter Jones, you feel me? So it's like, if they really want to work you, they gonna work you. But bro, they got over 1,000 people on the label. I'm talking to these A&Rs at the label because they my friends now. Nigga, they represent 15 people. Somebody not getting prioritized. So it's like, nigga, you gonna work and wait for somebody to put you on? Because when you just sign a deal, that's the beginning, my nigga. Now we gotta go recruit.
Ivory Scott
Ivory
said the
Scott
same
just said
shit
that.
last week, man.
I'm
Yeah.
good.
Shout out to Ivory.
So you working on Netflix for him?
Yeah, I got my friend, like, named All In. He goddamn, shit, he do everything. I got man speak like 5 languages. He filmed I ain't gonna put too much, but he go around the world filming, making beats with local people and making it his sound. And he drop it. And he an artist too. So he going out around the world getting music from like local people, which is dope concept. So it's like, that's the Netflix though. We pitching it to him, Apple, Amazon. But my role of that is like the royalties, because foreign mechanicals operate different in each territory. So it's like some may do a percentage basis, while some may do like an all-in basis. But mostly you have a company who collects. Like you don't got to go to a person, you go to a company. That's why we go to the UNPGs, the Sonys, the Warners, because they got the power to get all your money that you don't have. You feel me? So it's like, that's where a pub deal makes sense. Especially if you got an international hit. You got money everywhere, my nigga. Our PROs everywhere, like performance royalties, you getting them shits in the clubs, in the gyms, in the radios, being outside on YouTube.
So we know, like, in the trap hip hop scene, like, the music business grimy. But is it like that outside of other genres, like pop?
No, I heard this the dirty. You know why though, right? Niggas real street niggas running this shit.
Real mob shit.
No, it's real mob. This shit connected with the streets. Like, you gotta respect the streets, my nigga. Like, you got some niggas, they hustling to support this. So that's connected. Like, it's a street mentality. But I've heard pop is more generous but look at the audience, my nigga. Like, look at who's running it. But but irony of that too is like the real buyers of hip hop are like white people, majority. Like, you're not a crossover. You're not a hit until they streaming your music. Cause look at the Coachellas, the Rolling Louds, South by Southwest. Look who's in the stands. I'm asking y'all, y'all go to the NFL, NBA games, MLB games. Who's in the stands? Bro, black people ain't got no money. And that's sad. Like, and some other shit. Like this, this some shit that's some controversial shit, but they want it like that.
It's crazy because when I get talking like this, niggas look at me and they like, what's going on? I'm like, I'm just keeping it real, trying to protect the people.
Man, it's a fact, my nigga. Nigga, look at the NFL. Nigga, we got no black owners in the NFL. There's
and
no
they blocking them.
There's no black owners in the NFL, but their majority of the team is black. That's modern day slavery, my nigga. And I watch a lot of Dame Dash. Like, obviously his views are controversy, but what he's saying is sits right. Like, we still living in like a racist world, but it's changing. And, we blessed to have our own freedom, but it's like, it's some powerful white, and I don't want to make it a race thing. You know what I'm saying? This is not a race thing, but it's some powerful white people too who want to help you. Like, so it's like, it's some bad black people who want to kill you. So it's nigga Harriet Tubman. I was talking about this yesterday. Harriet Tubman was on the Underground Railroad that was helped pave the way by white people.
Okay, this happened. But I like this shit because it's definitely not just about the race, but it's like knowing exactly your roots and shit like that.
Right, your roots.
People ask me,
right,
why you reading? Why you trying to be a boss? Why you trying to do this and that? Because I have to. My parents ain't teach me none of this shit.
No, that's big. You a king. Like, you a king. You a king. You a king. Like, I'm big on affirmations too. Like, every day I wake up, I'm a king. I'm royalty. I'm disciplined. I'm gonna make a difference in somebody's life. And I be meeting some crazy people, like people that changed my life. Like, I was just in Hollywood Hills this morning. $10 million house. Like, that's the energy I'm around. It's not mine yet, but I could touch it. You feel me? It's different watching on Instagram, nigga. I'm in these spaces. Like, what's next, man? Let's own these spaces. But, you only know what you're exposed to. Nigga, you only know what you don't know too. So, like,
how big is like traveling to you? You know what I'm saying? Cause I see a lot of producers sit in the city.
You gotta move. Like, bro, if you a producer in like Texas, Texas cool, but like South Dakota,
fucking New Mexico.
New Mexico. Like, nigga, you gotta move to, like, you moving, bro, that's the best thing you could have done. I could ask you that. Moving to Atlanta, what has been a big difference for you? What has changed?
I'm my first 2 placements here in Atlanta, you feel me?
That's what I'm saying.
But more like double my relationships down here, you feel me?
Because everybody come down here. Like, everybody. And that's why I'm hip, though, because I'm born in Atlanta. Like, born in Piedmont. Like, so when I go in L.A., people look at me like crazy because they feel that Atlanta got that real energy. Like, we send the whole world, like the little babies, the thugs, the Gunners, you feel me? Even like, wasn't Kanye from Georgia? Like he was born in Georgia, some crazy shit. So it's like Atlanta is setting the trend, you feel me? And I take pride in that. Like, okay, I'm a manager from Atlanta. I'm hip. That's why I could go in LA and like take over the rooms, because if you can make it in Atlanta, bro, you can make it anywhere.
You know, we be saying places like Ohio and all these crazy places, but I put some on my Instagram. I was like, bruh, I got homies from Florida, Tallahassee, Quincy, from places that's 3 hours, 4 hours from Atlanta, and they be on a whole nother mindset. And I'm like, bruh, if you just drove like 100 miles out and went and seen, you would have more belief and you would get more opportunity. So it's like sometimes it's country areas that's close where people, they'll never see this. They'll never get opportunity, and they only 75, 100 miles away. Dead ass, because they in the crib.
But look, if the artists are moving to the city, why you ain't moving? That's how I look at it. That's a gem right there. The artists are literally like, even the No Caps, the Rock, these niggas live in Atlanta now. Like even the Peasies, like everybody got to come through Atlanta. Like you're not just finna do a show in Mississippi and just stay there. Like you got to go where the motion at. Like you are your environment. You increase your chances of success if you're around those same type of people. So that's why like moving around is if you can't move around, just try. Like I was moving around in college. Like I was driving 3 hours. Like everybody doing something, a hustle. Like you could tell your hustle. What's your biggest hustle that you had to go out your way to make this shit happen? Probably staying up staying up all night. Up. Literally like a zombie. Yeah, like, but your ass locked the fuck in. And you seen the rewards. Now niggas really respect you. You got a face card. Now you go in the studio, oh, you make beats too? Oh shit, load me up. This nigga work. But you had to prove yourself first. You feel me? Everybody gonna think you sweet for real until you prove you ain't sweet. Like, I don't know if I should have said it like that, but
it makes sense though.
Hey, so what y'all think is like the next the next city? Feel me?
Atlanta, they building this the new LA, bro. Like I'm talking to people in LA and New York, they coming down here. Cause what got us, you gotta realize too, you gotta play strategy. The reason Atlanta's so hot right now is cause during the pandemic, everything was shut down but Atlanta. So this is where people celebrated their birthdays, their parties, their baby showers, their get-togethers. Cause this was literally like the only place open. And not only that, this is a fact. Atlanta has the most black millionaires in the country, like probably maybe the world, I don't know, but it has the most. Like we have the Georgia Institution of Technology. This is a black man state. If you black, this is where you succeed at. So you learn what you learn here, and now you go to the LAs, you go to the New Yorks, you could go to the Londons, you feel me? You go to the Miamis, you feel me? So it's like even the Houstons, and that's how I feel about that.
So to wrap up the interview, you got 2 more questions.
It's been fun, man. I'm on 10. Y'all feel my heart, boy. I love this shit.
We plan on doing a VIP. So we used to do these events like before COVID, and like VIP events. Definitely got to pull up, goddamn.
Bro, I love to. Whatever I can do to help. Like I already put y'all on my Instagram. Like y'all building this is a legendary platform, bro. So to be on here is like make me feel like I'm in the right direction. Like I want to just tell the producers, bro. Like, don't stop. Just keep going. Follow your heart. Just keep sending out them emails. Keep connecting. And then stop trying to go for the big artists all the time. A producer, you got to be able to know the sound and hear something that's not there. Believe in something that's not there yet. So find somebody in your city you want to develop. Like, find the artist and grow with them. Find somebody you could be a part of their sound and grow with. Because it ain't nothing like having a day one. You feel me? Like, you meet somebody new. Yeah, y'all new, but if y'all growing up together, find somebody you could grow with.
We've been asking this in the last couple of interviews, but we see you be traveling a lot. So what's the craziest story you done seen? Or the craziest thing you went to in the studio before? And you ain't gotta like get it crazy.
Nah, it was shootout. Just shootout. Just I ain't gonna say who. Y'all know them, they big rappers, but it's a dangerous game, bro. And that's why I try not to be like a studio manager too much. I'd rather be on a laptop or moving, networking, cause it's a dangerous game. Niggas, we in a dangerous game, bro. Niggas getting killed out here. So it's like, a nigga got shot in my session. You feel me? So it's like, I scared of my life. It made me appreciate just going home. So like, that's one thing is like, this ain't no fake ass game. Niggas really beefing out here behind this music shit. So You gotta respect it. 'Cause I ain't no street nigga, but nigga, that's somebody else's beef. You better be careful how you moving in somebody else's beef, 'cause there's generations behind, there's blood behind this shit. Like, sadly, but we gotta change it. We gotta come together, you know, figure out. Starting with y'all, like y'all got a whole community. Y'all the biggest, like y'all the wave. Y'all the new Microsoft, the new Apple. You feel me? The new black-owned company. So, and y'all only 22, 23. Like y'all deserve to be on Forbes and shit, 30 under 30s. But you know, that's how I really feel.
I mean, let's end it off with overrated, underrated. I give you a topic, and you tell me which one it is and your why. You know, I gotta get toxic one time. You gotta do it for Instagram.
Nah, you got to.
50-50 split.
Oh shit, that shit. Yeah, that shit overrated. Cause the loop maker won't do no work, but want to get half the split and put no groundwork in. Nigga just made the beat. But I mean, some niggas split it, but who really doing the work? It's overrated.
So you saying it's more than
I
just
fuck
like
with loop makers.
it's more than just like the musical composition. It's about
Man,
the
who getting
relationship,
it placed? That's the hard. Anybody, it's so many fire loops. But who getting it placed?
Strip clubs.
No, that's not underrated. Cause that's where you could break. That's where artists break, bro. That's where you could hear new music. That's where you could catch a vibe. Shit, I was at the strip club in L.A. just trying to see what music they playing. I mean, L.A. they playing Atlanta music. I'm like, damn. Playing my ChiChi beats. Like, that shit hard.
Sending a DM saying let's work.
No, I check your Instagram first. Like, I can tell if you can work by your Instagram. It's crazy, but Instagram tell it all. They tell who you follow, who follows you. So if we got 20 mutual followers of some top producers, I need to know you. But if you just got let's work and you just got fucking wave files on there with 5 likes, nah, it's something off. And you just got pictures of artists with your beat behind it. Shit look fake as hell, nigga. Like,
it's over with. It's over with.
Yeah, I could tell by the Instagram, but that's what crazy. Like, my Instagram game on point. Like, just maneuvering who to talk to. And I'm blessed though. Most people gonna respond to me like if I reach out, cause they see somebody somebody they follow me. Like, I want to give a quick shout out to my mentors real quick, like Ray Daniels, Walter, Wallace. You feel me? Johnny Shipes. A lot of people just really has like helped me, you know, become a man like in this shit. And then women too, like Ashley, Calhoun, Melita, Sammy, Ari, Lauren. So. Just a whole bunch of people. I know I'm missing somebody, but you're nothing without a team, bro. Cause I'm learning this through experience and through somebody else. So, but nah, bro, I appreciate y'all having me. Like, it's like my 3rd interview. I'm gonna keep giving out. I'm starting a podcast and shit too. Hopefully, I can use some of this content for my shit. But
what's the podcast called?
And just a verse. Like, I'm in the studio and I got me and ChiChi vlogs like he was doing.
I seen you had some podcasts in your like bio.
Yeah. But now it's like verse vlogs, like. You feel me? I had a session with DJ Khalil and Sam Barsh. I don't know if you heard of him, but they got like 17 goddamn Grammy nominations, something crazy, like platinums, like just being around that energy, seeing the producers. And one thing I see with all these producers is the focus. When you on that, when you locked in, this shit not a game. Like when niggas is locked in, this one beat could change your life. This could set your family up for the rest of it. That little Nas X beat, that little Beatstar shit, that nigga good forever. Off of one little beat. And this shit serious. Take this shit serious, bro. Like, owe it to yourself to be disciplined and have a plan. I'm gonna send 5 beats out today. I'm gonna talk to 5 managers today. I'm gonna talk to 5 engineers today. So now you got a plan. Now, okay, I talk to him, I talk to them. I fill in these gaps. I wanna work with this artist. I know this A&Rs, I know this manager. I know who they signed to. I know who they working with. So now it's like, boom, I want to work with Lil Baby. Okay, let me work with a Nuda. Let me work with a Dirty Tay. Let me work with a Lil Key and work and get to Baby. You feel me? Stop trying to just shoot for the nigga. It's fucking stairs to success. Anybody can take the elevator. You feel me? And it's hard to go. You ever notice it's hard to walk up the stairs? It's easy to walk down that motherfucker. Why is that? No, I'm asking you, why is it harder to walk up the stairs but easier to go down?
Cause you had to work hard to goddamn, you had to put some effort in walking up, but you could easily just
real shit. Not only that, nigga, you got a whole nother force acting upon you. Gravity, like you're not meant to just go up. It's some forcing you down. So when you going down, you going with the natural flow of things. Nigga, life is death. We living to die. We getting closer to our death date all the time. So
yeah, you gotta push the other way.
You gotta push the other way. keep going up, nigga. That pain is be comfortable being uncomfortable. That's what I learned. Like, I'm working every day. Like, work, you gotta work so much. This a lifestyle. This a lifestyle for y'all, bro. Like, niggas don't get to say that. Niggas don't get to say that. It's hard to make this a lifestyle. You feel me? And now even watching how like Lil Baby, I was on tour with Baby for a minute. This nigga move like military. Like, you take this shit. Boys don't, you ain't getting close to Baby. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta take that same strategy. How can I move militant? You feel me? So it's like, I'm thankful to just be able to watch ChiChi, Section 8. They like changed my life and just perspective. So thankful for y'all, bro. Real talk.
That's a wrap, bro. Appreciate you coming
It's a
on
wrap.
here.
Producer
I just was
grind,
soaking
man.
up game. I ain't even count.
Yeah, yeah.
I told y'all I had something. I was ready. Nigga TV talking about, you want to do it Thursday? I'm like, nigga, hell no, I'm doing this shit today. I got shit. I've been thinking, flew from LA just to come here. I would have stayed in LA. But I'm fresh off of waters and goddamn being in the hills and
He said
Lambos
what?
and shit.
Hey, LA vibe is different,
LA,
bro.
you got it. Y'all been out there, right?
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
we just came out there. We did some shit with
We gotta
Palace.
do something out there, man. Like, do it. Let's do a camp or something. Like,
I'm down to do whatever, bro. We gotta do a behind the day, the life
Behind
verse
the day,
vlog or
boy.
some shit. Let's do some shit.
would be crazy.
But that's a wrap, bro. I appreciate you for coming out here, man. Let's try to get like 200 comments and like.
Shout out to Too Dope and Twisted Jeans.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
You can follow me on Instagram, One the Verse. You feel me? One the Verse.
And man, shout out to clothing brand one more time
Your
too.
catastrophe, you know what I'm saying? We real drip, you know what I'm saying? We got the vertebrae shit.
Oh, I didn't see the pants though.
Supporting black brands.
Yes, sir.
It's a wrap, man. We see y'all on the next podcast.